something to do with the fact that they're just not a very familiar opponent. I mean, that's one way to look at it.
Now here's Wiggins. 17 points for him last game against Houston.
And with 3 steals, he also showed some grit and toughness at the defensive end.
Here's Irving. And the dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
So deflating for a team. Are coughing up the ball at one end, and then it turns into immediate points at the other end.
And it's just as much of a boost for the team getting those easy points off the steal.
Here's Lynn. Following the score by Cleveland. On the wing, Green. Back to Lynn. Noel with the block. And DeRozan.
Oh, get it! Watch out now. Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
And why not? I mean, the more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
Now, here's Green. 20 points for him last game against Houston.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game, too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but setting up his teammates as well. You gotta like the defense, not quitting on the play and getting a hand in the face.
Sure do it. With a tough defender breathing down your neck, that makes it not an easy shot.
And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Boy, great hustle defensively through 2 quarters of play, contesting everything, starting to rack up those block shots, guys.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lynn against Irving. Lynn dishes to Green. They set the screen. Shot clock at 5. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. 1 second on the shot clock. Here's Wiggins.
Well, they missed a few easy ones from inside.
Cleveland with the ball. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. And the dunk by James.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
Outside, Lynn. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside, Green. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Wiggins. Here's Dang. James covering. That is good. Jang's got his first 2 points.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
Irving kicks to DeRozan. Dishes it to Noel. Here's Irving. The shot is off. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, they look totally disjointed. And sometimes you have a night like that. Nothing goes in the basket. It's just pure frustration.
Well, you can call it any number of things, Steve. Disjointed, disorganized, discombobulated, dysfunctional. Any of those would fit.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Green with the ball. Now guarded by DeRozan. Green, no luck.
Man, excellent interior defense there. Good rotations.
No doubt about it, Steve. He's a real presence inside. Takes up a lot of space.
And he gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, you got to make a defensive adjustment here, Clark. Time to collapse inside, force the ball back out in the perimeter, make them beat you from long range.
Now, here's Green. And the officials call over the back. A little too aggressive there.
Yeah, that was kind of clumsy looking. He was not going to get away with that.
He climbed all over him like he was on the ladder. I mean, that's an easy over-the-back call there.
Outside, Irving. Pass to DeRozan. James outside. On the wing, Irving. Defended by Lynn. Cleveland moving the ball around. James misses. Timberwolves trail by 10. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Stan Van Gundy had a moment to share with me. He said that the key to the game was defend Kyrie Irving, adding, he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Thanks, Doris. Minnesota calls timeout.
Well, he may just be trying to get a break in the action to clear their heads. You know, a lot of their shots are rimming out. You wonder if their confidence isn't suffering at this point.
I think that's a good time to call a timeout. If a team has a few fall the wrong way for them, just burn a timeout and let them forget about it. Regroup, talk about it, and refocus.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Cleveland leading by 9. James outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. With a break in the action, we've got a chance now to look at last year's top rebounders. Nerlens Noel, number 1.
And Kevin, this guy was the top rebounder for a reason. Hustle and tenacity and pursuing the basketball. No luck involved in that.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Wiggins sets a screen for Moultrie. Wiggins kicks to Moultrie, and the shot is good.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
Here's James after the made shot from Arnett Moultrie. Irving passes to James. It's deflected. Ron right side. There's Noel. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And the offense just getting right to the rim, but at least they saved the layup with the foul.
That's old school basketball rules. I mean, at the end of the day, no easy layup. Earn it from the line.
It's his first trip to the line.
Well, and you know, you'll take what you can from him from the foul line. A season ago, he shot in that low 60% range.
And guys, that was an element of his game that he could not get turned around. I mean, he was really in a funk, and it lasted all season.
The drive by Green. Lynn kicks to Wiggins. The 3. Cavaliers with the rebound. Noel's got 3 rebounds now in this one.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Now, here's Green. Lynn dishes to Wiggins. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
He showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. LeBron James on the wing. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. 6 points for LeBron.
Oh, man, he goes old school on us with the finger roll.
Here's Wiggins. Here's Dang.
Second foul of the first quarter. They're probably going to have to sit him down here to try to avoid number 3.
Minnesota shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And the first one at the line is good. Burks, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Minnesota also with the sub. Shumpert, he's checked in for Wiggins. Down low, inside runner. Indeed, Irving drops it in. Irving's got 14 points for the game.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
Bean passes to Horford. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Cleveland's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Irving. Nice pass. Run into the rack perfectly for the layup. And now it's a 12-point Cavalier lead. Here's Levine. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Outside jumper. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The drive by James. Puts up the baby hook. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here. The Cavaliers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Well, this was a very consistent free throw shooting team a year ago. They shot about 79%.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Both shots good from the stripe. Timberwolves trail by 14. Pass to Levine. Shoots it up. The shot is off, and Cleveland will come the other way. Down low.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He already has 16 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
I'm sure they'd like to get him a few more of those, so look for them to run some screens for him, try to pop him open.
Both free throws good from Kyrie Irving.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
Levine kicks to Zhang. And he gets it to go.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, getting the ball into the post should be their first option every time down. Force the defense to adapt and adjust.
Here's Irving after the basket by Minnesota. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Young outside for the 3. Rebound by Dang. Zhang's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
3-pointer. Levine can't hit. A second chance effort. Here's Horford. And they convert it last on attempt number 3. Horford's got his first points of the night. Cleveland leading by 12. Young, right side. Deflects the pass. And Shumpert kicks to Levine. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. That could give him a huge injection of energy, Clark.
And Kevin, that's exactly what they need right now. They've got to close the gap.
Forget about that for a second. How about the burst to the bucket for a point guard? Boy, he can power those down.
And here are the Cavaliers now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. The kick out to Irving. Just 4 to shoot. Good!
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jacks up a 3. Cavaliers with the rebound.
Almost surprised that he had that much room to work with.
And here we go. Shumpert running it up the court. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That is his first foul of the game. Garcia, he's checked in for Cleveland. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Hill's checked in. Now here is Horford. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Rejected by Young. Inside. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Such a careless pass. You've got to keep your head in the game here.
Timberwolves trail by 12. Outside Hill. Got a piece of it and stolen by Garcia. Here's Burks, and that one is hammered home.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Yeah, they've done a great job causing havoc and then taking advantage in transition offensively.
He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And a good job by the officials getting together and going to the replay. I mean, remember how frustrating it was before the rule was implemented to see a replay of an easily correctable call?
Yeah, I think the straw that finally broke the camel's back, Clark, was in the 2002 Western Conference Finals. Remember the Lakers beat the Kings by 1 point in that critical Game 4, and that came after LA was awarded a three-pointer at halftime that was clearly after the buzzer.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, and the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.